Now Probert
got the right hand free.
He's loose with the right hand, and he starts to retaliate, and down goes Nyland, and the two of them are hammering each other.
Knights of Columbus, that hurt.
It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky's, the Muse or Bobby Orr's. Hey.
The enforcer of all hockey podcasts. It's the Biscuit. It's the Biscuit.
Damn it! Sex goal regulation size of what?
The enforcer of all hockey podcasts.
God help the fucking day if fighting's ever banned. As our country will stop working on some Batman's fucking cans.
Hi, everybody. It's the Biscuit Podcast.
Hey, you wanna go? Yeah, okay. Good luck, man. Good luck to you too, buddy.
All right, motherfuckers. Well, I wish I could redo that, but I'm not going to. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Not everybody, just veterans. We at the Biscuit support the troops. And if you don't like that, fuck you.
Absolutely. America.
Speaking of America, I heard something this week, and I wanted to get your takes on it. Hashtag MFEM, Madia Flat Earth Minute. It's not a flat Earth minute, but any conspiracy kind of situation I hear or get into, I'm still going to hashtag it MFEM just because I like it. Abraham Lincoln, homosexual.
True or false? Is this a true or false question?
Yeah, true or false?
I'm going to go false and say bisexual.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Because he was definitely banging slave women, but I'm not saying he wasn't banging slave men either.
Okay.
I think Abe was just a freak.
Well, I had heard he spent a bunch of years in a cabin with just this one dude, and there's a bunch. There's a bunch of letters to each other where he's just like, "I miss your embrace" and all this weird shit.
Yeah, but dude, they talk different.
I know. I haven't read them. I got to read them myself. It's just something I'd never heard it, so I was just. I did, and this is a true story also about Mr. Lincoln. He had a baby that died because a lot of kids died early back then. So there was a crypt where the baby was in, and he would go out there every night and hold that baby.
I told you, Abe was a freak.
That's fucking scary, dude.
That's kind of fucked up.
Kinda, yeah. Someone locked the fucking crypt up.
And people are mad about Trump being president. Abe was fucking dudes and holding dead babies.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay.
Allegedly. So there was no big trades this week, so we can move on from there. That was a joke. Matt.
The crib joke? What was the joke? The trade?
Yeah, there's no big...
Abe Lincoln holding dead babies.
No, he definitely did that. I'm just... The trade was a joke. Sometimes they land. That was a swing and the miss. Matt Duchene got traded. I was watching the game. Have you seen or heard what happened?
I watched what happened, and I absolutely love it.
Have you ever heard of anything like that?
Now, that was really cool.
What was cool about that? It was fucking weird.
He just left.
Well, Blake Como gets hurt and leaves the ice, and Matt Duchene just kind of skates behind him.
I want to know how he knew. Who told him?
That's what I'm wondering. Was there someone in the crowd and he looked up and he's like, "Okay, boy."
His fucking agent was like, "Hey, dude, you just got traded." That couldn't have waited till after the game, though. I thought it was funny. That's
what I'm saying. I don't like it because it's disrespectful to your teammates, man.
Absolutely. He left Colorado like a fucking bitch.
Yeah, so I wish him the worst in Ottawa. I don't want him to get hurt or anything, but just continue on playing like shit because he hasn't been relevant in a long time.
He is very up and down. He was very hot the first 4 games this year and fell apart again.
So...
But people, like you said, he's just living off of when he first came in the league.
He was hot. He was real good for 2 years there.
Olympic gold medal winner.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like he's a bigger... Maybe... I don't know. It seems like he's a bigger deal that they're making him out to be a bigger deal than he actually is. I would argue. I would argue he's not even a top centerman anymore.
we'll find out. He got his wish of being on a playoff team.
Yeah, he did. So he leaves, already had his bags packed and shit. I had heard he was supposed to leave the game before that, and, the Nashville hadn't really signed it yet. So he was even more shitty. If you had seen any interviews with the Avs players afterwards, they were all just like, yeah, fuck him. We're glad he's gone. Like this
I bet.
This shit got out of hand. Now, do you guys want to keep talking about Matt Duchene, or can we talk about how we're decent at hockey?
Yep, I would have said, fuck your Matt Duchene question. Let's talk about the game if I was on that team.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. And thank God for the sports gods, because now, of course, Ottawa's first games are against fucking the Avalanche.
I know. I feel like that shit happens more times than you could believe.
It's fucking insane. And they're in Sweden, which is really cool. I was watching a little bit of it today before. I forgot about it yesterday. Obviously, you did too with your fantasy team.
Yeah, I was pretty pissed. I had fucking Fanoof on the bench.
So something happened today with Canada's national anthem. I guess they fucked it up or something, but I didn't see. I caught it right after it on, but I was on Twitter too at the same time, and as mad as a Canadian get, they were mad. Maybe they don't buy donuts for a stranger tomorrow or something. So the trade is a 3-way trade. Duchene heads to Ottawa. Kyle Turris, who's having a rougher year, but still a really good hockey player, goes to Nashville, where you now have Ryan Johansson, Nick Bonino, and Kyle Turris. So Nashville's looking pretty tight, if I can say that as a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, you just did.
Can I take it back?
No.
Build a wall. We're building a wall. The wall just got 12 foot higher. And then Colorado, they got some dudes and then 3 picks, right? A first and second and third round pick for next season.
Yeah.
And I don't know what dudes they got. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. I actually think this trade, and I'm going to sound like everyone else, works out, for everyone. Depending on how Colorado drafts.
Yeah.
But obviously you have to get rid of Duchene, so Colorado wins there. Duchene wanted to go to Ottawa. What's his dick out there likes Duchene from Team Canada a couple years ago or whatever. And Kyle Turris gets the worst end of it leaving Ottawa, but he's going to Nashville.
Yeah. Not too big. I mean...
And I had read that it got out in Ottawa that they were trying to trade Turris, and he got wind of it and was like, okay, you guys want to trade me? Fuck you. So he was kind of like already out of that room in his head. So that could attribute to his not bad play, but maybe mediocre play.
Yeah, it gives the Predators a little more flexibility at forward.
Well, yeah, and they're still, we just talked about them. They're in third place with Bonino not even really playing a game this year.
Yeah, so I mean, if I was Turris, I wouldn't be too mad.
No, and I would rather live in Nashville than Ottawa any day.
And obviously, the GM from Nashville is, I mean, he
wanted him.
Him wanting to win a cup right now seems like an obsession to me.
Well, yeah, it should be.
And he's making moves. I think it's good for them.
Yeah,
I think it is good for them. I like it.
That's a good point, Randy. I think it shows the Predators being proactive instead of being like, well, let's see what happens. Like, no, let's get a guy and let's take a run at this fucking thing.
Exactly. They're saying we got there last year and we weren't supposed to. But why don't we actually fucking plan on it this year?
Yeah, I do like that. That's a good point, man. Columbus is on a 4-game, no points streak, losing to Tampa Bay in overtime, going up 3-1 on New York, and then blowing that game.
Winning by 3 and losing are my least favorite fucking games to watch.
Yeah, makes you want to scream. It was like 3-1 at the end of the first period or early second. I was like, oh, cool, I can just kind of relax my brain and watch this game. And then, of course, I'm about to rip my fucking pubes out of my fucking dick by the end of it. Look it up. It was Rick Nash's, like, it's either his thousandth, god damn it, thousandth? Can you say thousandth? Thousandth. No, like 1,000th game.
1,000th game.
Was it his 1,000th or 1,500th game?
Let me look.
Well, either while you're looking it up, so Columbus brings
1,000.
Okay, so congratulations to him. Blah 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 blah. Columbus brings in this fucking looks like a 6-year-old made it like portrait. Do you have a picture of it?
No, I wish.
It's like clip art of like him, and I don't know what this infatuation is in Columbus with him like coming back, but like it's gotta fucking stop, guys. It's gotta fucking stop. Rick Nash is not what this team needs. And they're talking about retiring his number for what? If you don't win a Stanley Cup, you don't get your number retired.
He's
the all-time leading scorer, I know.
He was 18 years old.
Okay.
When the fucking Columbus Blue Jackets drafted him with the number 1 pick.
Yeah, first pick overall. I remember very well him coming to the team.
And when you're kind of a face of a franchise
for 10 years,
for about 10 years,
does that merit a retirement to you?
Yes.
Really?
Cup or no cup, I think it shows tremendous respect. It would be the only Blue Jacket retired jersey.
Oh, for sure.
Then it's him.
So you think the first jersey they retire is earned by Rick Nash?
Yeah, I think it's
to me.
It's basically a stepping stone. Like he's a Hall of Fame player.
Is he?
We want him. Yeah, he is.
So we're just giving the Hall of Fame out to everyone now.
I don't know. Is he? I mean, he's pretty good.
Pretty good isn't fucking Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I'll have to do a little digging on that.
Do it, please. And we'll touch back on it next week. Then research him and legitimately tell me owning a fireworks stand.
Because if he is, then that jersey needs to be in the rafters. I also think it becomes a big night for Columbus, and you make a lot of money one night.
Right, but then you also look like this fucking not huge market team like Columbus is, where like you're just trying to get a banner in the rafters.
Well,
what you do is you wait till Bob wins a fucking Stanley Cup, and you wait until he fucking retires, and then there you go. You have a fucking 6-time Vezina, 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Sergei Bobrovsky, hanging in your rafters, not Rick Nash, who was once the all-time leading scorer for the franchise.
I feel like it's a yes and no situation.
He was huge. He was the culture of the Blue Jackets.
He's the stepping stone of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
He's the backbone. I mean, you talk to any Blue Jacket fan, and the reason that they are one and remained one was because Rick Nash was on that team.
Yeah, and like I said a couple weeks ago, when we were little,
he was God.
You couldn't go anywhere without Rick Nash trying to sell you some type of fucking black bean product or something like.
Yeah, he was
Hormel black beans. Rick Nash.
He was Omar Vizquel. He was fucking LeBron James. He was Jeff Blake.
Slap shot in a fucking can of black beans right into your fucking cart.
Well, look into it. I don't think it warrants a retirement, but maybe I'm just a fucking prick.
I think just because he didn't win a cup, that doesn't mean you can't retire his jersey.
He didn't really do anything that requires. I mean, think about some people that hang in the rafters.
Oh, I know.
Think about fucking like Ted Lindsay or fucking Mario Lemieux. Like, think about these guys. Think of Wayne Gretzky and then Rick Nash.
Yeah, but think about Columbus. Who else is up there?
No one. It doesn't make me sad that no one's up there. We've only been around for 17 years.
Maybe they want to put a big 61 up there, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. I'm not going to be mad about it. I just want their
Canada Olympics.
This isn't fucking Canada either.
Yeah, but they look at that. You have to have accolades outside of the NHL to be able to be a Hall of Famer.
I don't know. We'll come back to it. I'm hearing more about Rick Nash than I am about this team this year for some reason, and it's about to drive me fucking bonkers. You know what else is going to drive me bonkers, Big Ram?
What?
Our boy Biscuit #Biscuit approved Tanner Glass back down to the AHL.
Yeah, what was that all about?
It happens with these type players. You know, he'll play, get the amount of games necessary to be able to be called back up for the playoffs. That way, come playoff time, he's there and you're not fucking with Calgary.
Yeah.
Say if Calgary makes it. I mean, they're on the outside looking in right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacific's nothing to fuck with. I think it's still LA, and then I want to say Vegas is dropping down. The Ducks are dropping. I mean, it's the Pacific is so weird to me this season.
Yeah, I mean the Ducks are still in it, and
yeah, but Getzlaf is out for 8 weeks.
Yeah, and you got Edmonton at 7th. I mean, is that going to turn around?
I thought it was this week, and then they're getting butt fucked right now.
Can you imagine this playoffs? All right, the NHL playoffs start, and you don't have Nick David, Kane, or Taves in it, or fucking Dubnyk and some of the people from Minnesota.
Yeah, or you could see Toronto falling out if they don't keep it together.
That's some big names.
If Connor McDavid doesn't make it to the playoffs, the NHL is going to... but maybe they're not even playing him on TV, so what do they fucking care?
Yeah.
He's still God in Edmonton, so what do they even fucking care? I've heard about Letestu maybe coming to Columbus.
In Vegas, I almost called them last week.
Well,
I said they're about to fucking lose 10 games in a row, and they lost 4 in a row.
Yeah, coming back to reality for sure. Especially when you're playing your 4th fucking goalie. When's Flower come back? Do you know?
He's still on IR.
Is he? My apologies for my throat there.
They're 7-1. They're 7-1 at home.
Yeah. Well, you if you keep that ratio up, you're making the playoffs.
Is that a quinky dink?
No, the fucking Vegas flu, dude. You've had it. I've had it.
Yeah, not even that. I mean, it's just... I guess, I heard that... Okay. I heard that, teams are flying in. Say you're the Los Angeles Kings. So you're flying in to Vegas, which isn't really bad for them because...
It's a 45-minute flight.
I know. But I guess what is happening is, these players are, calling their wife and friends and saying, I'm in fucking Vegas for the next 3 days. Come see me. Instead of them going to L.A., people are inviting their families to the Vegas games because of how much funner it is outside.
More fun. So they're almost on vacation when they're going there.
Yeah, so you're like, hey, I'm going to fucking Vegas. Mom, Dad, get the rest of the family. Meet me in fucking Vegas. After the game, we'll get fucking trashed. Before the game, we'll get fucking trashed. So, it's like a fucking spectacle outside of them even playing the game.
Well, dude, if you were in the NHL and you called me and said, hey, what tickets do you want? I'll fly you out. Yeah, see you at the Golden Knights game.
Yeah, exactly. So, I didn't realize that. Players are inviting their families to come see them play in Vegas.
See, I didn't either. Well, and it gives because you can't always be with your family. You got morning skates and shit, too, so it gives them an opportunity to go do, because there's always something to do in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Always. If you can't find something to do in Las Vegas, you are a retard.
Yeah, and I'm 22 years old, and I'm a millionaire, and I'm in Las Vegas, and you leave me at a hotel and say, see you tomorrow morning for skate, I'm going to fucking go get wasted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably buy a fucking hooker, and she might even be at morning skate with me.
Right.
Because I still have time. Hey, she ain't going back till 10. I paid for it.
Oh, shit. You know who's been really impressing me this season? He plays for the He plays for the Capitals. Who are you going to say?
You don't even want to know.
Were you going to say Sam Reinhart?
You don't even want to know.
Who were you going to say?
I'm not even going to say who I was going to say because it's just going to cause a fucking accident.
Say it.
No. Were you going to say Tom Wilson?
Yes. I was going to say Tom Wilson. God damn it.
Tom Wilson.
I don't even want to do the rest of the episode just because of what you might have said. But Tom Wilson gets 2 goals the other night. He's like second in fights in the league. Unapologetic, fucking thick-dicked. This dude is the man.
Him and Reaves should have went at it, but they didn't.
Ooh, I thought they were going to because Reaves donkey fucked that dude.
Well, Reaves is not. Did you see what he did after he won that fight?
No, I watched the fight and then I stopped it. What happened? I know. I
looked at Washington's bench.
Well, I heard Tom Wilson was saying shit, chirping him from the bench.
No, yeah, Reaves don't give a fuck. That dude has zero give a fuck inside his body.
Well, that's actually our fighting the world fight of the week. Was Reaves beating the dog shit out of O'Brien.
He just gets up and gestures and just stares at everyone on the Washington's bench like, please, someone else try.
There's 2 other fights I liked too, just as honorable mentions. I liked John Manson and Derek Dorsett's fight just because Manson took a run at the guys. Dorsett got off the bench, came out, and they took care of business. And Manson threw some he switched fucking stance too. So I was a fan of that because he came at him fucking right-handed and then switched to left hand. It was badass. And then McDermott and McLeod's fight was really good the other night. And anybody that has a fantasy team and needs a defenseman, especially from the West Coast, do not sleep on Curtis McDermott because he's got a couple, at least a goal, but he's getting in a scrap every night and he's getting more and more minutes. And he's looking really good for LA. I'm a huge Curtis McDermott fan.
Yeah. I agree.
So Columbus played Carolina last night. Did you know that I sound like Shane Guilfoyle? Did you know Carolina has co-captains?
No.
Yeah, so like one for home games and one for away games, and neither of them are Justin Williams.
Oh God, Carolina!
Like you guys have an opportunity to be a real team. What are you doing? I'm a real character. It's happened, I think, before, like in past games. I think it might have happened when Luongo was a captain, just because the goalie can't do certain shit. But for sure, don't have co-captains.
Speaking of Luongo, he just became 4th in NHL history with wins.
No shit.
4th all time.
Wow. Do you remember how good he was in Vancouver?
He, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's a good pull there. That's incredible. And I did see, while we're on goalies, Brandon Holtby was the fastest or second fastest goalie to win 200 games. As of,
what was that?
Brandon Holtby. When they beat Pittsburgh last night. He's the fastest goalie to win, or second fastest goalie to win 200 games.
Oh, wow.
There was something like that. So, I mean, that's 2 huge benchmarks for goalies, and we're big goalie fans here at the Biscuit, so a shake of the dick to those fellas.
Yeah, 4th all time?
That's remarkable. Obviously, first is Brodeur, right? Because he has every record.
I'm not sure.
If I had to guess, I would say Brodeur, Hasek, and then Luongo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up.
Or Terry Sawchuk is up there.
Luongo started his career with Florida, went to Vancouver, and then came back to Florida.
He was so good in Vancouver. He was so that Vancouver team was so good.
He's got 4th all time, but
Who are the top? Who are the top 3?
Let me look. Okay. You're Vancouver or Florida. He's only played for your 2 teams. He started in Florida, went to Vancouver, came back to Florida. Do you retire his jersey?
If I'm Florida,
Yeah.
no, because I bet he has the majority of his wins for Vancouver.
Okay, well, are you Vancouver? Do you retire his jersey?
Absolutely, because he took them to the Stanley Cup.
Okay, but they lost.
Yeah, but I mean, I retire his number.
No, earlier you said you did.
Well,
earlier
no, because Rick Nash never won a fucking playoff game, let alone a series, let alone took him to the Stanley Cup. When Rick Nash went to the playoffs with the Columbus Blue Jackets, they were swept by the Detroit Red Wings. I was in Flint during that time. It was remarkably uncomfortable.
All right, just making sure. So you're saying, I mean, he's Hall of Famer, clear as night.
Yeah, Rick Nash isn't 4th all time in anything.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I do know that.
All right, here you go. 1, Martin Brodeur.
Boom.
2, Patrick Waugh.
Boom, nailed it.
Ed Belfour.
Fuck out Belfour, you son of a bitch. Who's 5th?
Curtis Joseph.
Fuck me. Keep going.
You want me? I'm gonna name some of the active ones here.
No, who's 6th?
Terry Sawchuk.
Okay, knew that. I was right up there with him. Who's 7th?
Joax Plante, or however you say his last name.
Plant.
And Tony Esposito.
Yeah,
and then old Henrik Lundqvist.
Damn. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's
Fleury's 15th.
Marc-Andre Fleury's 15th?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I guess he has been on a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
Okay, Big Ran, your niece tonight, Francesca, has a big game coming up. That's why I wanted to record before Detroit and Columbus play tonight. Huge game in our house, as you know, as everyone knows. But our daughter, she's 2 months old now, her team that she's able to root for until she can make a choice of her own is being decided tonight. Whoever wins between the Detroit Red Wings and the Columbus Blue Jackets will be her team. What are your thoughts on the game coming in tonight?
What happens if they tie?
That's not a thing.
Okay.
This isn't fucking the NFL. There's no ties here.
What happens? So you're saying you're willing to let her be a Red Wings fan because Detroit's winning tonight, right?
I'm worried about it. Columbus back-to-back. I don't think Bob's going to be playing. Columbus has already dropped 4 games in a row. Why not make it 5? But no, I think Columbus still wins because I think Detroit sucks.
Can I make a fantasy prediction?
Yeah.
Gustav Nyquist scores a goal tonight.
I also benched Mantha from my team, my fantasy team, because I'm not doing that. I'm not having fucking him score, and I'm not taking those points. I don't want him. If he does score, fuck those points. I don't want him.
Nyquist scores a goal tonight.
Oh, I'd also like to give a fuck you to Coop, my friend Coop. Fuck you, fuck the Red Wings. Jay, fuck you, fuck the Red Wings. AJ, fuck you, fuck the Red Wings. My wife, fuck the Red Wings. I think that's everyone I know. Oh, Eric, fuck the Red Wings.
What was that other dude that came with Coop? Peanut? What was his name?
Turtle, fuck the Red Wings. He's got Al the Octopus tattooed on his shin. He's a real asshole. He's a real character. I got a picture of him in the back of my station wagon with a Boston Bruins shirt on, like a Detroit Lions hat and a fucking Red Wings tattoo. It's a real fucking piece of shit. I love you, Turtle. If you're listening, dude, I love you. I miss you, dude. I haven't seen him in forever.
Biscuit live update.
Yeah.
I just got a text from our older brother, who was a Marine and a veteran. Obviously, he's a Marine. Saying to bring the NHL game with us when you go to Nashville. I'm just going to say to everyone listening.
Nashville, he lives in Louisville.
No one can beat me in that game.
I always win. That's the thing.
No.
I'm fairly certain I've never lost.
No. Once I got no. We'll see.
Well, Brennan almost cried last time because he couldn't figure out how to shoot the puck. I've never seen anybody bitch and moan so much in my life. We almost my wife almost kicked us out of the house because we were fighting so much because he couldn't. I can't fucking. What's this fucking stick? He wants to play on a fucking.
Oh, he turns it on safe mode. He turns it on like A shoots, B does like everything else.
Hit X to shoot. I'm not playing that bullshit.
He turned it on 2-button mode.
Yeah, so fuck him. Brennan's the fuck boy of the week just for that shit. How do you like them apples? Applesauce, bitch. The Sweden games were cool. You know what's even cooler, Big Ram?
What?
Do you know where the Winter Classic is next year?
No.
It's breaking news, breaking biscuit news. Notre Dame fucking stadium.
No, it's not.
Yes, it fucking is, dude. And I'm pretty sure we should go.
Who's playing? Blackhawks?
Blackhawks and the Boston Bruins.
Yeah, I'll be there.
At Notre Dame Stadium.
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah.
How fucking badass is that going to be?
Yeah, you need to come up because I'm for sure going. So.
All right, so keep your eye out when tickets come out, and we'll come up and stay at the house and, I don't know, find somebody to watch our kids.
Yeah, I'm for sure going to that game. So, yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's the Blackhawks or not.
No, it's going to be awesome. I'll be there. I'll be there in my fucking Oliver Bjorkstrand jersey, just fucking repping Columbus. I don't give a shit.
I'll wear a Notre Dame fucking sweat.
Yeah, I'll just borrow one of your fucking Notre Dame sweaters. We got a couple more things before we get out of here. Brian Boyle, hats off to you. Shake of the dick to you, sir. Scored a goal the other night. So has officially butt-fucked leukemia.
Yeah, you said his name and my body started getting chills.
Dude, it was some moving shit. He cried. New Jersey's good. It's
awesome.
It's just awesome.
There's one note I have on this goal.
What?
Obviously goal of the year, but I swear to fucking God, if this doesn't get SB Play of the Year, they need to fucking start. People need to start watching fucking hockey.
Oh, it might not even. It probably won't even be nominated, Randy.
SB Play of the Year. I swear to God, if it's some fucking dunk or some fucking one-handed catch or some fucking home run in the World Series that meant jack shit, I swear to God, it better be this fucking goal.
It'll be Kanye West throwing an alley-oop to fucking Brian Westbrook.
Nope. I'm going to start tweeting right now at the SB saying this better be the fucking goal of the year. We're talking about a man that beat cancer, came back on the ice, and fucking scored a goal at the highest level of hockey in the entire world.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I actually started a list, and we're going to make a video of it at the end of the year. But it's going to be so. Keep in mind, plays through the year for you. Maybe make a special list, but it's the Biscuit Top 10, and we'll announce what we thought were the best 10 moments of specifically the NHL 2017-18, and we're going to make a YouTube video for that and put that out. So I've got a list now started, but as the season goes on, things will get kicked out and things will be moved up. Jared,
the only thing that beats his goal,
Jared Bowl scoring,
is if Boyle puts up a hat trick.
Woo.
It's about the only thing right now that beats it in my eyes.
Or if
awesome. And him holding the fucking cup at the end of the year.
The cure for leukemia is his piss, and like he has to start pissing in people's mouths because he's such a badass.
Imagine if they win the cup. I wouldn't even care. I'd just be
it'd be awesome.
I'd be thrilled just to watch him skate around with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for the Veterans Day edition of The Biscuit. Thanks again for everybody who served. Want to thank our sponsor, Lucid Float Spas out of Mount Vernon, Ohio. Go take a float. Tell them The Biscuit sent you. You get your first float for half off. Big Ran, tell the babies where to find us.
Biscuit Podcast, or the Biscuit Pod at Twitter, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud?
I think so.
Absolutely not Spotify.
You know what? And Joe Rogan said this today on his podcast. He said fuck Spotify too. He said they want to get him on there, but they don't want to pay him. So yeah, Joe Rogan and the Biscuit say fuck Spotify. So if you're listening to anything on Spotify, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm deleting it right. I'm actually deleting it as we're talking.
Good. Fuck Spotify. Fuck the Red Wings. Go Blue Jackets. Email us, tweet us, Facebook us. We really do appreciate you guys. I had tweeted out earlier. We had a huge listenership in Montana, so I don't know which alcoholic out there found us, but thanks for listening and spreading the word.
Hell yeah.
And Fourth Line Voices Minor League Mayhem has started.
Yeah, get out there and vote.
Get out there and vote. Don't be a fucking terrorist. It's Veterans Day.
You don't know who they are. I'm sure he's probably YouTubed a fucking video of them whooping someone's ass before.
That's the best part, dude. You get on there, you know you don't have anything to do, so get on YouTube, look the guys up, vote, do your part. Make Twitter fun again. Freedom.
Make Twitter great again.
There you go. Fucking racist. Freedom. Hockey. The Biscuit.